views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers.
You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
The Mychael Shane Show, conversations with the Ascended Masters on Transformation Talk Radio, will help you connect with the Ascended Masters to raise your vibration and understand the lessons of life, balancing karma, fulfilling your earthly mission, and manifesting and becoming God in action. This live call-in show with Mychael Shane and the Ascended Masters is an opportunity to receive spiritual education and healing with the guidance and direction of our beloved Ascended Masters, all through this trans-physical mediumship of Mychael Shane and his amazing guests. Now, here is your host, Mychael Shane.
Hello, everyone. This is Mychael Shane.
And I'm Cheryl Gardner, and you are listening to The Mychael Shane Show on Transformation Talk Radio. Stay tuned, and in the next hour, we'll help you connect with the Ascended Masters of the 5th, 6th, and 7th dimensions, who will help us raise our vibration. We will be here live on air with you on the 3rd and 4th Monday of every month at 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a great guest here with us today, Patrick McCormick from Maui, who we'll introduce in a minute. But now here's Mychael Shane.
Well, hello. This is Mychael Shane. This has been a wonderful honor to be speaking on the Transformation Radio with Dr. Pat. And now I'm going to have an opportunity to speak with all of you myself with the help of everybody around here. It's just amazing, the opportunities that the Masters give us as we flow through our lives, looking at everything to be positive, regardless, everything is positive, because where there's God, there could be nothing more but positive love vibrations. The Ascended Masters, everybody has heard, and some haven't, who the Ascended Masters are, such as Jesus, Saint Germain, Katumi, El Morya. And they're out there living in their etheric realm called Shamballah, that's located in the Himalayan mountains above Nepal. A very beautiful location, very beautiful place. And you kind of wonder what it is that they do there. Well, they communicate to us every day, every one of us. That voice in the back of our head that says, hello, we're here, and we're listening. And they also use people like myself and like my guest today. So we may move forward in our healing, our understanding, higher levels of consciousness and education. It is a beautiful opportunity to be working with the Masters my whole entire life. It's been an honor, and I cannot express that any more than just that. These Masters are loving, caring, and beautiful, and they work with us on a day-to-day basis. One of which is called channeling. Most of us have heard channeling. We've heard of channelers throughout the history, and where a spirit will come forth and either give a message that you would repeat, or, which is more exciting, the opportunity to have this spirit integrate into your physical body to communicate to the people that are there that are waiting for a message from a being from another dimension or so forth. When I was in Maui, my last trip, I met an individual that I heard channeled, an individual by the name of Cartron. Well, my first impression was, Cartron? What's that? And I didn't really understand that names are given because that's how we identify people on Earth. But in the etheric realm, they don't use names. It's just a knowing of who or what you're talking with or to whom. I had an opportunity to sit with a gentleman by the name of Patrick McCormick, who's my guest today, where he channeled Cartron. And I could sit there and physically see this spirit manifesting into his body. And next thing you know, his whole demeanor, his whole vibration, his whole everything just started to change, including his voice. I've heard and seen this before. It's wonderful in a lot of cases, but I am telling you, in this particular case, it even surprised me, and I thought I've seen it all and heard it all in this realm relative to the Ascended Masters. So I would like to introduce my guest, and his name is the wonderful, the amazing Patrick McCormick. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Thank you for having me here. And Dr. Pat, thank you.
Anytime.
Now, somewhere along in your life, this came to you. Could you please describe how this came to you, this channeling of Cartron?
After a major transformation in 1987 during the harmonic convergence, I had quite a change on Bell Rock and in Sedona. And so then I started checking out different types of beings that were, doing things, and I was able to channel. And then I had kind of a divine accident and channeled a real high energy, at which point then I could bring through a lot of different things. But in 94, a friend of mine and I were working together, my mentor, and she asked for a really great being because we were doing some time work. For people who are into this sort of thing, there is a divine plan that has been attempted to come in the last at least few decades, in the 60s and the harmonic convergence of the late 80s and other things. And so we were having challenges with the, shall we say, forces of the less light. And so she asked for a great being to come through, and Cartron came through, not like a channel, but he projected geometries of light into my body and transmitted from the higher divine realm of where he's from.
Could you explain what geometry light is, please?
Well, for instance, I don't know how many people are watching, but this is kind of like a dodecahedral crystal that I am holding.
A Merkabah of sorts.
Yeah, but it's got the 12 geometry. And so if you consider geometries like this, because geometry is the five sacred solids are light being structured into form. And that's like the first dissemination of cosmic energy into structure, such as the holographic stage of Earth. And so these geometries are projected into my body where it moves. And so he doesn't come in fully. He just projects these, and then he can animate me. And I'm like the avatar or the proxy of presence on Earth.
I had that experience when I seen you in Hawaii. You were, one minute you're sitting there, looking around at us like, wow, and the next thing you know, your whole body and demeanor changes, even the facial expressions and so forth. It was almost like they took this energy and connected into your brain centers and took completely over, even right down to the voice box and the way you were breathing, because you were breathing differently in the beginning, and then as Cartron manifested, your breathing changed to where you weren't really breathing as often as you were before.
Yes. Like a channel will be basically disconnecting from their carnate form. And so what happens then, something has to drive it. So the first thing you got to run is like the lungs and the heart and stuff. So then Cartron comes in, does the deep breaths, and that connects in and creates the life force connection. And once that's handled, then the other things. So the first geometry appears in the lung center or the dantium, and then from there he starts energizing it and connects this form.
Would you be so kind to explain to the listeners a little history of who Cartron is relative to how you understand it?
All he's really basically shared is that he was part of an observational group of 5 that were watching Earth for about 10 millenniums. And then he just kept watching the beings of light, we shall call them, were doing great work, but they didn't seem to have enough support from the higher realms. So he decided after that great request to come in and just start kind of getting the back of the light workers.
Okay.
And, getting more resources of a heavenly nature, because it seems like the protocol was non-intervention, but it just didn't jive according to his perception. So he came in and just started doing, that's why besides information, he does energy work on people, which we might even experience today.
So what would be Cartron's message?
God, there's so many. A message, briefly stated, would be that We are already all one, and it's our beingness we are becoming again for the first time. So it's the divinity of our essence that is now emerging as we become the matrix of heaven on earth.
Similar to the message of the masters.
Yeah, that's why they get along so well, but in different departments.
Everybody has their duty, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I don't deport.
Now, well, that's another story. The other day, on Saturday, we did an event at our temple at the Ascension Foundation. And Cartron came in as our guest of the evening and gave a message of integration into light, into love, into this new energy that we are now experiencing, that energy that's making us feel kind of inundated with all of our stuff. Things are happening, but also the healing is occurring. And he gave an interesting message. Would you please recap that message for that evening?
Okay, I'll be as efficient as possible. On a galactic level, there was a new transmission that's coming in about the 21st. It was downloaded then. It'll be, it's like a download of a program, and then it will be installed until the spring equinox. And then after that, we have about till 2015 to really integrate these new vibrations. These are plasmic and photonic energies that are affecting the magnetosphere scientifically, and in quantum science terms, there's a new unified field that's emerging.
And that's why we're feeling that, how would you explain it, that confusion, that disorientation around us?
Well, that doesn't have the confusion, but it definitely stirs up anything that's not in alignment with the vibrations that the Earth is becoming. And so that's what basically is happening. And the message was, we're just allowing ourselves to stay in center and then release it all.
You're listening to the Mychael Shane and his special guest, Patrick McCormick, live on the Mychael Shane Show. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll meet Cartron, the being that Patrick channels.
Isn't it time you experienced a new and divine way of being? Do you know your destiny? Are you fulfilling your greatest potential? Mychael Shane and the Ascension Foundation proudly present a guide called Cartron, channeled by Patrick McCormick, a 26-year veteran of working with the higher realms. Cartron is an interdimensional being assisting humanity to embrace its true divine potential. Cartron examines your agreements on a soul, planetary, and other soul levels to assist you to shift and clear those pathways and respark your spiritual evolution and awaken your destiny. Patrick will be conducting sessions at the Ascension Foundation January 23rd to 29th. For in-person, phone, private, or group sessions from January 23rd to 29th, call the Ascension Foundation at 855-692-4235. That's 855-692-4235.
Are you struggling through difficult times? During these times of change, many of us need tools and support to help us get through. Julie Kleinhans is the host of the hit radio show Teaching from the Heart with Julie Kay and is a world-renowned life coach. Many of us are worrying about what will happen to our jobs, our homes, and to our lives. This is why Julie is offering a 40% discount through January 31st of 2013 to support you and your family through these difficult times. She'll teach you how to use energy tools that will help you relieve the stress and anxiety in your life. Julie is donating the net proceeds to victims of Superstorm Sandy through the organization All Hands Volunteers, a U.S.-based nonprofit dedicated to empowering disaster relief volunteers and rebuilding communities. Please call Julie at 516-639-8042, 516-639-8042, or email Julie at mindfocusgeneration.com for more details and to schedule a session.
If you have been struggling with fear and anxiety, you know how debilitating these emotions can be. You constantly doubt yourself, you can't make decisions, and feel more and more insecure and stuck. Dr. Friedemann Schaub's new book, The Fear and Anxiety Solution, will provide you with the insights and tools to break through these challenges. Through step-by-step process, Dr. Schaub explains how to address the subconscious root causes of fear and anxiety and transform these emotions into catalysts for confidence, self-worth, and success. Get your copy now and visit thefearandanxietysolution.com.
Tune in each Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com for the Awakening Radio with Patricia. This hit show awakens your dormant, divine, feminine energy. The Awakening Show is the next step on your evolutionary journey through life. Get ready to awaken the dormant seedings within you, your soul's encodement, power, and purpose, and bring this forward with confidence and clarity through the power of your own voice. This show promises to boldly go where you've been before. You just need to remember. Be inspired. Become rewired with the Awakening Radio. Visit awakeningradio.com for weekly topics.
We're back on the Mychael Shane Show with Mychael Shane. Our guest today is Patrick McCormick, who channels an interdimensional being known as Cartron. Mychael?
Hello, everybody. Isn't that wonderful to have an opportunity to speak to a gentleman that channels a being from another location out there in the cosmos? Today, we're going to open up the phone lines at 1-800-930-2819 to not only get a reading from me, Mychael Shane, but to hear maybe what Cartron might have to say to the listeners out there. So the phone number to get a hold of us is 800-930-2819. Patrick.
Yes.
Cartron and Saint Germain kind of got together and did some energy work on an object. Today, for the first caller, we have a amethyst gemstone that's been charged with some beautiful energies, not only from the Ascended Master Saint Germain, but the interdimensional being Cartron. For the first caller, when they come in, at 800-930-2819. Could you please explain a little bit to the audience the energy that's manifested in this gemstone, please?
Well, anything Cartron does is designed to kind of give spirit strengthening or a better connection to the natural condition of our universal beingness. And so these technologies that he does are designed to help people connect in with the oneness that they are. And so the gem that Saint Germain and Cartron would forge together upstairs, shall we say, would be designed to help the person that is supposed to get this to really be able to connect in until at some point in time where it becomes a natural part of their being. And then that's for theirs for eternity.
Would you expect the gemstone to just disappear at that point? Or would they be able to just make it into something they could keep for all eternity?
It's not in my department.
Okay. Now, when I work with the Ascended Masters, they always have a divine message or a purpose. They do not come through unless there's absolutely a major point to be made or to be shared. And their message is generally that of love and light, a higher understanding of who we are, how to help us through our day-to-day activities or our life per se. And in that process, you feel a sense of understanding. But there's also an element of feeling like you're coming home again. So when you're channeling Cartron, do you feel that like you're home?
For the participants, I go away, so I'm not really there to witness it until afterwards, and then I can access that information, whatever the body's gone through. But as far as what I see people experiencing, yes, there is a definite oneness, and these technologies that Cartron has created are designed to keep people permanently connected upstairs to their divine possibility.
Okay.
Because it's energy work also, besides the information.
What do you see in this energy? Because when I'm working with the masters, I generally will see a combination of violet flame, white flame, and some kind of peripheral energy that I've never really been able to determine what it looks like. It's just, it's there. What is it that you see?
The things that I get to see kind of like in relative real time afterwards is, well, the three primary methods that he's created is a God gate, a pillar of transformation within, and then the still point within, which is the universal center that you can access, the quantum sciences and the subtle energy sciences, the pre-manifestation thing. So these technologies are just it's almost like watching God create things and then install them for people. It's just hard to describe into earthwords sometimes.
Well, what do we say we give the listeners an opportunity to experience this firsthand? For those listening, if you would, the phone number here to communicate with the Ascended Masters is 800-930-2819. Shall we go to our first caller?
Do you want Cartron to come in yet?
Not just yet.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Well, I think one of the things that we want to talk about while Benny's getting the calls, and I just want to say for those people out there, is this is an opportunity to come and have an on-air reading. Many of you have heard Mychael before. And so, again, you get an opportunity now to connect with Cartron. We're going to hear more about that in a moment. As always, there's a toll-free number to call into the show, 1-800-930-2819. Benny will pick up your call, put you in the queue. We want to try to get as many of you on air live as possible. So 1-800-930-2819, 1-800-930-2819. If you do not get picked up right away, keep trying to call in. We've got a lot of phones that are ringing, and we've got Mr. Benny ready to pick them up. So give us a shout. This is for a live on-air reading with Mychael, the Ascended Masters in Cartron. We do have a toll-free number, 1-800-930-2819. One of the questions that I would ask is, what does this mean for people that are calling into the show, Patrick? I mean, there are a lot of folks that may understand a bit more about this. Anybody that's ever seen Mychael in the seat, as I like to call it, got to get a sense of who he is. There have been folks listening to the show, even the last show, where, the masters sort of take over and Mychael brings something forth. What can our listeners expect? What kind of question would you like them to get ready for you? And then there's preparation, Mychael, that Patrick will need to make in order for Cartron to come through. So this will be the last question that you get asked, Patrick.
Okay, so Cartron has created three primary methods. And what it is energy work that installs for people to get them closer connected to their heavenly aspects or their guides. And so if they have that sensitivity, then they will feel an energy work usually, because Cartron can do it anywhere. And so, in fact, we could do it to the whole audience if we want. And then he would talk about that and use that as a collective energy. And so it would be a feeling of, a lot of times, a euphoric feeling of being home, like Mychael had mentioned. So that's a type of energy work. And then there's an opportunity to clear them out, to clear out the patterns that are complete and things like that, to get them. Okay, so what preparation do you need, Patrick? So let's do that now. About 30, 45 seconds.
All right, go for it. And then what we'll do is, let's go to an early break if we can, Mr. Benny, because the phones are like ringing off the hook. And during the break, you'll have an opportunity to get ready. When we come back, this is the Mychael Shane Show. When you come back, we've got lots of people on the phones. Get ready for an experience of your life. We'll be right back with the Mychael Shane Show.
Change your coffee experience forever with Camano Island Coffee Roaster. Fair trade, certified organic, shade-grown delicious coffee. The Camano Island Coffee Roasters are giving back. Receive a free pound of the most popular single origin coffee, Papua New Guinea, to the first 100 callers. The number is toll-free, 855-438-8671. Just pay $8.95 shipping and handling, and you can try triple certified coffee for yourself. The number is toll-free, 855-438-8671. This is a free pound of coffee that retails at $16.95. Once you've tried this coffee, you will automatically be enrolled in the Coffee Lovers Club for free and will always receive free shipping and nearly 30% off retail of your coffee orders. This coffee is going to knock your socks off. That number again is 855-GET-TOP1. We say top 1 because this coffee is the top 1% grade. That's 855-438-8671.
Ladies, are you living an inspired life? Do you yearn for a more passionate, dream-filled life? Here's Linda Joy, founder of Aspire Magazine, and she has a gift for you.
Aspire has launched its Mission to Inspire initiative with a commitment to give away 100,000 one-year digital subscriptions to women around the globe. Every subscription comes with a multitude of free gifts from our team inspiration partners.
To claim it all, go to aspiremag.net today. No purchase necessary, and live an inspired life.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community. The Ascended Masters invite you to join them in co-creating this mission. Allow the Masters to lead the way in activating the wisdom of your heart consciousness and raising your vibration. You can communicate with them directly by attending apportation events and classes in mediumship, crystal light energy healing, alchemy, master studies, past life regression, and more. For a schedule of classes, workshops, and special events, visit theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com.
I'm Cheryl Gardner, and this is the Mychael Shane Show. Before I turn it over to Mychael and Patrick, who will be channeling Cartron, an interdimensional being, I want to share with everyone a special show promotion. Mychael is offering 20 special packages consisting of one 30-minute channeled reading and one crystal light energy healing session, a $180 value for a show price of $100. If you would like to take advantage of this special promotion and schedule an appointment, call us at 1-800-508-6437. That's 1-800-508-6437 and mention our show promotion code, St. Germain. Once again, the promotion code for this special show package is St. Germain.
Hello, everyone. What do you say we go ahead and take our very first caller?
Sure, we'll bring on Stacy, and she's actually our gem winner. She's calling it from Edmonds.
Hello, Stacy. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing really well, and that's so exciting that I won a gem. Wow.
It's a beautiful amethyst gemstone it's a multifaceted cut. Cartron and Saint Germain got together, and they put a very unique energy in it that's going to help you with your day-to-day activities and choices and things like that.
Well, and I love that. That's the part that's just so exciting. Oh, my goodness.
So when you receive this object in the mail, you're going to make sure that you have that object on you at 1 minute past midnight that night. And the reason is because the energy that's charged into the object will integrate into your energy, and then it becomes yours. And you'll really start to feel the energy that it has in it at that time.
Wow.
Okay.
Very exciting. Oh, my goodness.
So, what can I do with you today? Do you have any?
Well, and there's more. I feel like I'm on the right path with the career, and I have an opportunity to I do a few different things, and I have an opportunity to develop part of it, and I'm just wondering if I should do that and continue to add to both parts of my career path, or if I should just really concentrate on this other side. So kind of a big question.
Well, Saint Germain tells me that you kind of already know the answer to that question, and that is just to keep flowing where your heart feels more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know where that is. Because your career is important, especially in this day and age. Okay? Today, the career is necessary to focus on to expand itself into that area, that comfort zone that makes you happy. Do you understand?
All right. I do understand. That makes complete sense. And yeah, very good.
Now, would you like to hear a little bit from Cartron?
Sure.
Greetings, everyone. This is Cartron. Your name is Stacy, yes?
Yes.
There is a hesitation that we are scanning with our holographic sight to your emotions, and so just know that as you integrate into a higher reality, you will be in a space where it is safe to start feeling again.
Okay.
And so the thing that is changing is the patterns of the world, and it is easier to become light and doing good work. So now the truth of your divinity is going to start opening up. So the gem is there to unlock those possibilities.
In other words,
wonderful.
Just to give you a little bit of a description of what's being said, you have spiritual psychic abilities. And they're going to start opening up for you, which will help you connect to your own decisions and choices that you're going to be making here this year, because there's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be decisions relative to your business. There's going to be decisions relative to love, family, friends, whether you're going to buy a new car, all of that. Okay? And you're going to be opening up to that higher realm of your consciousness, because you're one of those feminine energies that has an empowerment that's very strong. Do you understand?
I do understand.
And there's nothing more.
All very exciting.
Well, there's nothing more than to be excited, because you're perfect. Everything's going to be perfect. Nothing more, nothing less. And so when someone asks you how you're doing, never better.
That sounds good. Fantastic. Well, what an exciting day to be listening to the radio and hear you both and be able to call in and have this reading. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. And you have a wonderful, beautiful, glorious day.
Well, thank you so much. You do the same.
Thank you.
Well, we'll go off to our next caller. We have now Sean calling in from Seattle.
Hello, Sean.
Hey. Hi, Michael. Thanks for taking my call.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Never better.
Well, I'm curious about what my finances look like coming up for the next year and job situation.
Well, there's a master teacher by the name of Katumi. He manifests the yellow flame energy, which is a stimulation to the mind. And what he has been telling us all is to change that energy into a new way of thinking. That was the ending of the 2012 vibration, is to go from the old way of thinking into the new way of thinking. So the new way of thinking is connected to the feminine energy. All of us, males and females, has a male and female side in every one of us. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to activate your feminine energy, that empowerment of the vibration of feminine energy, and then direct that energy into your financial world and look at a new way of thinking and how you would normally bring in income into your life. Are you following me so far?
Yes.
So when and the best way to do this is in meditation, where you bring in the violet flame energy along with a red energy, which is the stimulation to financial abundance. And you meditate on that energy, and you start activating that feminine energy of yours, and you direct it into the issue of the financial substance, and then you'll be given a message, either from your guides or from your own higher self. Okay?
Okay.
So, to answer your question to a little bit more of a detailed opportunity here for you, and that is, this year is the year for you to create manifestation. Okay?
Okay.
Whatever it is that you want to manifest, this is the year to do it, 2013. Okay? You'll have a better chance this year to manifest finance than anything else in your life. All you have to do is remove the doubt, the fear, the worry, the wonder, and just do it. And don't forget and please do not forget to meditate.
Okay.
Okay. Cartron, would you like to add to that, please?
You are Sean, yes?
Correct.
The nature of your beingness appears to have a shell of what the Ascended Council was sharing with you. And there is this natural condition of the existence on this planet. So the way to go through those adversities of consciousness is to basically just allow it to all flow away as you basically fall or just travel into the center of your being, which is where you will find your essence. The intuitive guidance, which is a feminine quality which was also inferred in the previous statements, is where you will find the guidance necessary, for this is your year of abundant discovery of yourself. Once you find the essence of your true purpose and that information that is within in a quantum nature, then you can express it without. And the new type of commerce that we are looking at is to be able to make the world in your own image. What type of job would you make? How would you see the world? Design your own career the way that you see it on your terms. Instead of fitting into this world, make the world as you see it, and then the universe will reflect it back properly.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Did you understand that part of the message?
Do.
Okay.
I do.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling in today. It's always a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Benny, do we have time for another caller?
Sure. Let's take John. He's calling in from Renton.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello.
How are you doing?
How are you? I'm doing great. How are you today?
I am never better and feeling wonderful, and I have a feeling I might know you. Is that the case?
I don't think so.
No?
Were you in the Navy?
Army.
Oh.
I'm feeling a connection to you for some reason.
I think that's all part of the brotherhood right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking right there, you know?
It's right.
I'm one of those people everybody thinks they know.
That's probably why I'm thinking that. But you know what? In truth, we do all know each other.
Uh-huh.
So isn't that true, Dr. Pat?
You know what? I have to tell you, John, we're calling you Johnny. Does anybody else call you Johnny?
My mother did.
Yeah. So it's interesting that Michael is calling you Johnny.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. Has your mom passed?
She passed 5.5 years ago.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to hear what the messages are coming through for you, because Michael didn't hesitate by calling you Johnny, and actually, it's a very natural thing for me as well.
That's weird, because she was the only one that ever called me that.
Yeah, but the minute you said hi, I was like, yeah, that's Johnny.
I was feeling a feminine mother energy communicating to me, and I heard Johnny, and then I looked up, and it says John, and I go, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, do you have a really cool smile?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you, you're Johnny all the way.
Johnny on the spot.
Johnny all the way. How can we help you today?
I'm in a precarious situation. I'm getting laid off, but still going to kind of be doing some background work to try and keep my boss's little small company going. But I don't see a big future there, and it's not really. I'm just kind of curious of what's going to happen this year. If something else is going to change, or what? I don't know.
I don't know. I've been fired from every job I've ever had.
You haven't quit one yet.
Yeah, Michael can help you with this one.
Well, here's the quick and skinny of it all, okay? You're going to have a little bit of moment as we're integrating into 2013 of stagnant pond. But do not fear. It's only a temporary situation that's occurring, okay? The feminine energy that's communicating to me, which I'm assuming is your mother, is telling me that always remember that you're perfect and that you're going to create what it is that you want to create. Everything has always worked out for you when you're feeling good about yourself. And just remember to feel good about yourself every day, and you will find that financial solution that you're looking for in a job.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Just believe in yourself. She does, and always has.
Oh yeah, that's not the issue. Isn't whether I believe in myself. I think the issue is that I think getting the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
sometimes I come off as cocky.
Well, that's okay. Just believe, and you will. I am guaranteeing you from the vibration of the masters that you will receive that information.
Johnny, let me say something to you. You don't sound like that to me. And I've been doing this for 10 years. And I will tell you, I've listened to a lot of people call into the show. Cocky is not the way I would describe you. Confident is. And what I want to say to you is don't ever let go of that. Because outside in the market, and I love what you said about going back and helping your boss, right? It sounds like your boss is in a tough spot, and you're going back to help him on a smaller scale. Did I understand that correctly?
You did, and I try to, whenever I can help anybody, I think that's what we're here for.
Yeah, don't hang up, because we've got a message for you when we come back from break from Cartron, okay? Can you just hold on, Johnny? All right, let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the show.
Just stop what you're thinking right now and ask yourself, if I could have anything I desired, what would it be? Now expand that energy beyond anything you have ever imagined. That energy, that is you. What if you could have access to that all the time? Curing the incurable are for those that desire a different possibility with their life and their body. Does that excite your molecules? Well, check out Liam's website at liamphillips.com.
What if being you created the change you would like to see in this world? What if there are tools to help you access you? This is Glenna Rice, Access Facilitator and the Questionable Parent, and I'm teaming up with Access Facilitator and former NFL running back Ricky Williams to teach Access the Bars Foundation and Level 1. 5 days to change your life. In Seattle, February 8th to the 12th. For details, go to accessconsciousness.com.
The root cause of disease is not what you think. Doctors are treating the symptoms, not the root cause, because they haven't been trained to do so. Dr. Alex Lloyd has developed a simple technique that has saved thousands of people from lives of frustrating and debilitating illnesses. This technique has been featured on national broadcast and cable television in People, Time, and USA Today. If you are ready to heal and tired of being treated, visit dralexhealingcodes.com, where you will find free life-changing information.
What if someone could show you how to tap into vibrant health in 90 minutes? What if someone could have you listening to and following your heart's desires? What if someone could have you feel deep and abiding freedom throughout every cell of your being? What if someone could tap into your inherent abundance easily and effortlessly? Alina Frank is that someone. Alina can help you clear anything that energetically stands in your way from attaining the health, wealth, and freedom you were born to enjoy using EFT tapping. Set yourself free with EFT. Why wait for a miracle when you can tap your power now? Visit www.tapyourpower.net. That's www.tapyourpower.net.
Have you ever considered what money and sex have in common? Brenda St. Louis, founder of Know That You Know, explores the energies of debt, money, sex, and our bodies. In her 4-week intensive Debt into Delight, Getting Intimate with Your Digits, she tickles all those places we don't want to look at, infusing everything with exuberance. Would you be willing to have more money? Would you be willing to have more of you? Explore more of Brenda St. Louis at knowthatyouknow.com.
Tune in to the Sean and Jen Show, Soul Path Insights Radio, each Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show with Sean and Jen will have you saying yes to as much abundance as you desire. Imagine a happier soul, radiating energy in all areas of your life. Get ready to understand the meaning and the message in your life. Shift obstacles to opulence. Experience powerful, intuitive coaching, live readings, and transformative tools as Sean and Jen dare you to live your best life.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cheryl Gardner, and you are listening to The Mychael Shane Show on Transformation Talk Radio. I want to just take a minute now and tell you about some exciting events that we're hosting out of our foundation. On Wednesday, January 30th, yes, that's this week, January 30th, beginning at 6 p.m., we're having a healing night with the Masters. And for a $10 donation, you can come in and have a hands-on healing with the Masters. Following on Saturday, February 2nd, Master St. Germain is joining us that evening to talk about our financial future. The doors will open at 6:30. The event will begin at 7. And one more event I want to mention, Saturday, February 9th. This event takes place in Mill Creek at the Tri-Ray Grange. It's going to be a master communication and apportation event with Mychael Shane, and we're calling it Stepping Out of the Sludge. You don't want to miss this event. It's very exciting. Again, we're having this at the Tri-Ray Grange at 3509 Seattle Hill Road, Mill Creek, Washington. Thank you, Mychael.
And we'll have a special guest, Cartron, that evening as well. Benny, would you like to continue with...
Perfect. So let's bring John back on from Renton.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Cartron has a message for you as well.
Because you have called in, you are consenting to this being to scan you, yes?
Yes.
Good, because your mother has some really good production connections. Otherwise, why would she be on your own show for the call-in at this time?
But she's perfect in everywhere.
And so the confidence that would be considered cocky is this world's version of it, but the confidence that comes from a knowing that is beyond the physical identity is where beings such as yourself and the rest of the planet is about to discover, where they have to have a sense of identity that is beyond a level of who you are outside. So then from there you can redefine yourself. From that is where you are going to get your energies cleared up, and it will radiate out from a still point within that will allow your beingness to express itself in abundant and financial ways.
That sounds terrific.
And you are learning to trust, so let go, because the journey within can be sometimes the most intimidating, but just let it go and let it God, as they say on this planet.
And that is true. Thank you, Cartron. So there you have it there, John, or Johnny.
Thank you very much.
You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.
I think we got time for one more, everybody, and let's bring on Ivy from Bothell.
Hello, Ivy. How
Hello
can we
there.
help you today?
Well, I've been experiencing some little frustrations lately. Kind of want to know what the message is. Like I open a cupboard to take something out, and a bowl will fall out and crash and break, and open the door and stub my toe because I've run it over my foot. There must be a message in all these little things.
Yes, and would you like to know what that message is?
I think so I can move on and clear it up.
Stop step back, relax.
Okay.
You're moving too fast. There's plenty of time to get to where you need to go. Just relax and breathe and love and be one with yourself and those around you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Clear up that energy.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy for you to be part of.
Yeah, I do think there's so much to do and no time to do it. Yeah. There's so much I want to do.
It's a beautiful thing to know when you are going too fast and when you're not going fast enough. This is your year of relaxing, stepping back, and just doing the things that you would normally want to do but never get around to doing. Okay?
Not plan every minute and every hour of the day.
That is correct. Just step back and breathe. Okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you again.
Okay. Does Cartron have anything to say?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for calling in today. We're going to be having all kinds of opportunities from now on. I'm going to be on the Mychael Shane Show here, the third and fourth Mondays of every month at 11 a.m. in the morning, 1 Central and 2 Eastern Time. This is a wonderful day. I mean, I'm so excited I can't stand it. It's just, thank you, Dr. Pat, for being here today. It's just been amazing. Would you have any final things to say?
Well, I think the Masters have said it all. You know, we all get to say yes to our destiny. And, you know, our goal this year is to keep saying yes. Anytime I get a no, I just have to make sure it's not from fear. But congratulations on, you know, with everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you. And Cartron, one last word.
Let us just open the gateway of divinity for everybody listening. For those in their cars, please stay grounded and aware as we open up a God gate above you and above this studio. Just feel it happening, and you will be allowing the gateway of heaven to have your own divine energies coming in and receive it to create a miracle in your life. It is always there, always available, and just get into the flow of the rhythm as continuums change on this planet.
Well, thank you very much, and it was a pleasure having you and being part of you again.
Thank you very much for having this being here again.
It's been my pleasure. The Masters, they're here. They're ready, they're willing, and they're able. Study them. Read the Life and Teachings of the Masters of the Far East to give you a little bit more of a connection by Baird Teach Spalding. And to go, love. That is God. God bless you.
You've been listening to The Mychael Shane Show, conversations with the Ascended Masters on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in on the third and fourth Monday of every month at 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern Time to connect with the Ascended Masters, raise your vibration, and understand the lessons of life. Call in for a live on-air reading with Mychael and the Ascended Masters. This is your opportunity to receive spiritual education and healing with the guidance and direction of our beloved Ascended Masters, all through the transphysical mediumship of Mychael Shane and his amazing guests. For more information about the show and schedule a full personal session with Mychael, visit MychaelShane.com. That's MychaelShane.com.
You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. Our hosts are setting a new standard for a fresh kind of talk radio, creating conversations that are transforming the world, one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio's mission is to broadcast a distinct blend of live talk radio interviews with a mix of uplifting and intelligent news, educational and practical information. Topics range from personal development to critical issues relevant to a rapidly changing world. Stay tuned. Transformation Talk Radio starts at the top of every hour. Transformation Talk Radio showcases a distinct blend of live talk radio interviews with a mix of uplifting and intelligent news, education, and practical information. Topics range from personal development to critical issues relevant to a rapidly changing world. Our hosts bring together some of the planet's most preeminent and visionary change makers, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, leading-edge scientists and futurists, environmentalists and educators, world-renowned spiritual leaders, inventors, filmmakers, artists, mystics, and healers that are stimulating and supporting individual and collective growth. Get ready to create positive cultural shifts on Transformation Talk Radio. Join us in making a meaningful difference in the world. TransformationTalkRadio.com. That's TransformationTalkRadio.com.
You're tuned in to Transformation Talk Radio. Think the Dr. Pat shows the cat's meow? Just listen to what some of her transformative guests have had to say.
What's your personal message? What would you like to leave us with?
Believe in yourself always. Remember that you are a gift. You are a miracle. And the only way you can return any part of that gift is what you do with it. Live into yourself. Be that miracle.
I love it. Eldon Taylor, everyone.
And thank you, Pat. I love joining you. You're a wonderful host.
Thank you. And we're going to bring Eldon back because we just haven't even scratched the surface here. Thank you all for tuning us in, turning us on.
Thank you for listening, and keep us tuned in right here on Transformation Talk Radio.
Transformation Talk Radio, a higher consciousness perspective. The hosts on Transformation Talk Radio offer a positive and new paradigm shift, a new vision for a collective future. They are empowering and helping all of us experience a powerful wave of personal shifts and cultural change as we break through to even greater levels of awareness. Take down our toll-free number, 1-800-930-2819. Call in, connect, make sure you tap into some of the world's most empowering psychics, healers, and more. Get an on-air reading with the best. Tune in, TransformationTalkRadio.com. Hey, everybody, we'll see you there. The Ascension Foundation, serving to build an interdimensional community. The Ascended Masters invite you to join them in co-creating this mission. Allow the Masters to lead the way in activating the wisdom of your heart consciousness and raising your vibration. You can communicate with them directly by attending apportation events and classes in mediumship, crystal light energy healing, alchemy, master studies, past life regression, and more. For a schedule of classes, workshops, and special events, visit theascensionfoundation.com. That's theascensionfoundation.com.